Remember that viral BBC Earth clip where a baby iguana hatches? And within seconds, it's sprinting across rocks, dodging like 5 snakes trying to eat it alive? No training, no knowledge of the world, just instincts. Absolute cinema, right? Now compare that to a human baby. Can't walk, can't run, can't even hold its own head up. If a snake showed up, a human baby's best defense is crying loudly. Maybe someone else will deal with it? So here's the million-dollar question. Why are human babies so useless at birth? It is not bad parenting. It's not evolution forgetting us. It's something way deeper and way weirder. Turns out humans are designed to be born dumb. This is one of those stories that'll make you rethink how we all got here. Let's dive in. So, scientists were puzzled for years. Why would evolution, a system obsessed with survival, produce the most helpless babies in the animal kingdom? They started connecting the dots. And it all began with 2 major observations. Human brains are ridiculously big, and humans walk on 2 legs, aka we're bipedal. Sounds unrelated, right? But stick with me. Let's rewind the clock a few million years, back when our ancestors were more monkeyish. We used to walk on all 4s, live in trees, and generally mind our own business. Then came a game changer. Legend has it, one day, some ancestor in the group stood up and said, "Yo, what if we just walked on 2? Hands free, looks cool, impresses the ladies." And the rest were like, "You bet." Okay, maybe not exactly like that. But whatever the reason, standing upright slowly became the trend. No one really knows what triggered it. Maybe it was climate change, maybe it helped us to see farther. But our ancestors literally started standing up. At first, it was clumsy, like a toddler in dad's shoes. But over time, walking upright became the norm. But there was a catch. Standing upright meant our pelvis had to rotate and shrink in just the right way to keep us balanced. Therefore, over generations, natural selection shaped a narrower pelvis to help with upright walking. At the same time, our brains started getting bigger too. Why? Well, it turns out the ancestors who could think a little faster, plan a little smarter, and maybe even gossip a little juicier had the upper hand. Being clever meant better chances of staying alive, attracting mates, and passing on those big brain genes. Evolution basically looked at the nerds and said, "You win this round." But here comes the big problem. Humans got big brains but narrow pelvises, which means a narrower birth canal. As you might have guessed, this deadly combo made childbirth unimaginably difficult. And now, the stakes couldn't be higher. Evolution was juggling 2 impossible demands: keep the baby's brain growing and somehow still get it out safely. So, what did it do? Like any unhinged genius in a lab coat, it started experimenting. Trial, error, repeat. Every species was a test case, every birth a gamble. Nature was basically writing its own thriller. Give birth later? Sure, the baby gets to finish its developments, but both mother and child are at serious risk of dying during delivery. Give birth earlier? Babies survive but come out half-baked. So, evolution, being the chaotic genius it is, chose option B, birth them early, before the brain becomes a total no-go for the pelvis. It was like nature saying, "All right, just push them out now, we'll finish the download later." Result? Human babies are born fragile, floppy, and basically useless. But they're alive, and alive means potential. And that's how, after countless generations of evolutionary tug-of-war between brains too big and hips too narrow, nature landed on a bizarre compromise. Push out babies early, pray they survive, and trust that someday those wobbly potatoes will invent internet, memes, and 3-hour podcasts about ancient aliens. Evolution, not perfect, but undeniably creative. So next time you see a baby just lying there doing nothing, remember, it's not broken. It's version 1.0, and the patch updates, they come post-birth. What a happy ending, right?
Bazinga!
Just when you thought evolution had finally pulled it together, plot twist. Human childbirth? Still one of the hardest, most painful, and frankly terrifying experiences in the entire primate lineup.